All right, all right. Got another edition of the Two Dudes podcast. I'm Rick. That's Kevin. Oh, podcasting at its finest, bro. What's going on?
You said podcast at its finest, like something had happened or whatever. That's like it looked like. I missed something.
Nah. I'm trying to jeff us up. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
it's all about mindset.
Well, I was just
And
trying to get past saw the side of your wall was falling. And I was a little worried for a second.
I don't see anything falling.
And
You looking at that greatness?
that might be some great mold or something. I'm gonna send the guy that's gonna take care of that for you. I'm gonna send the guy.
Why are you always hating on the silver and black? 3 Super Bowl championships. That's 3. That's not 2. And ours aren't 50 years apart. 3 Super Bowl championships, dozens of Hall of Famers, not 5, dozens. You can keep playing that violin if you want to.
And for the record, we have dozens of Hall of Famers too. And then also
Name 10. Name 10. I'll wait.
Well, I really think I can name 10 off the top of my head. I can't name 10. And then also, like I've said before, yes, you have 3 rings. Ask a novelist who buy more tickets than we do, the ones the NFL care about right now, they will say the Raiders have no rings. They got beat by Tampa. That's what they'll say. And they'll say Kansas City has 1 ring. And they've been twice. That's what they will say. The only team they don't know to have multiple rings would be New England, and that makes me sick as hell. They don't even know that Buffalo went and lost 4 times.
A young Mr. William Belichick is trying to change that trend.
And William Cheek,
he's buying free agents left and right.
Yeah, he's like Tom who? I ain't talking Tom Ford either. So he out there.
It's funny how they couldn't pay the money at first when Tom was there to anybody, but now he's throwing money at everybody.
No, they've done it before. It's just Tom would always be the one that got taken care of, but Tom would do it at a discounted rate. He would get a home discount. Tom was like, no, I'm not doing a home discount no more. And that's when they said, all right, you're a free agent. And they let him go. If Tom would have kept wanting to do the home discount, he would still be in New England right now.
You know what a lot of these cats got to understand? Money isn't everything. When you've already got a couple million in the bank, what's a couple million more? That's why I'm proud of my good friend Marcus Mariota. He took the discount and is remaining the backup because he knows he's in a good deal.
Here's the thing. Here's where I disagree with you. If I've sacrificed, now 1 ring so I've solidified myself, I deserve at least 1 big payday. He wanted 1 big payday. He deserved that. They could have gave it to him in 2 years, and then the rest could have been pennies. They didn't want to give him 1 payday. As far as Mariota, don't act like he did something special. Wasn't nobody about to give him 1 year, $10 million. He didn't do shit last year. Although he opened some eyes and he still could play.
Bro,
he didn't play enough to where he
Mitchell Trubisky got a job.
Trubisky played though. Trubisky,
if that's what you want to call it,
he was in a bad situation. He showed glimpses of what he can do. It's just the thing is, like the Bears coach, who was our quarterback coach, and the Eagles coach, who was our quarterback coach and offensive coordinator, they're not QB whisperers like Andy. They got jobs off Andy's coattails. And everybody learned real quick, they're not Andy. Eagles got hot at the right time off the Andy way and got a ring. Hats off to him, I give it to him. What have they done since then? Nothing but on the side of the road looking for repairs. Nothing.
I agree.
When you give Deshaun Jackson $20 million, something's wrong. Something is wrong. When you keep him over Aguilar, something's wrong.
Well, remember, Aguilar was known for his drops at the time. He couldn't catch a cold. He caught fire last year.
He's on the field.
That's true.
But, he caught fire for y'all. New location, new situation, starting fresh. Who don't like to start fresh?
That's
You know what
why
I'm
I'm
saying?
not sure he's going to do so well now that he's moved on.
No, I think he would. That confidence is there. He knows he can catch it now. It's one thing to not know, but he knows now. So therefore, he's gonna take that with him. So I expect him. He's gonna stay mid-level B, maybe a go-to receiver possibly, but more than number two. He'll give you between 60 to 80 catches a season. That's what I expect from him.
So
Now
what you're
back to the
saying is
original.
not quite John Brown numbers.
Who's John Brown?
You don't know the Buffalo Bills receiver John Brown?
Well, if he was on the team last year, we didn't see him when we played him.
They was in the wrong system. He's in a good system now. Same as Nelson Aguilar was.
Yeah, we'll see. Because John Brown got what? Cold hands and couldn't catch the ball. So we go see what happens.
Now what
He had a
happened
better
was
quarterback in Buffalo.
y'all was in Josh Allen's face, so he didn't have time to locate Brown.
We're gonna be in your boy's face.
We'll still put up 38. We
I don't
just
see
got to
that
keep y'all from putting up 42.
Now we done beat up that line. That line gonna got beefy overnight.
Perhaps you haven't seen. Perhaps you haven't seen our new defensive line.
Ain't worry about them.
Okay.
Don't worry about the last one. Ain't worry about this one.
Okay.
Now, will it hurt
you know what?
Williams with Chicago today. That hurt.
I want to be underestimated by your squad and everybody in the league. The best thing that could have happened to us was starting 6-3 2 years in a row and then falling flat. This year, if we start 6-3, everybody will say, "Oh, here it comes." But this time it won't come.
Keep telling yourself that lie. Hey, if that's what it takes you to support Gruden on this 10-year bid, keep telling yourself that.
Nah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. This has got to be a prove-it year for Gruden. He ain't gonna make it to 10 if he don't make the playoffs this year.
That's what I'm saying. But keep telling yourself that 6-3 lie. Keep telling yourself that. Because you and I both know that's bullshit.
You seen the schedule? All right, take y'all away. Who else can beat us?
That's last season. There was a lot of games like that last season. So keep telling yourself that lie and keep being the Titanic by the end of the season, and I'll have another bottle.
But Kev, we finished 8-8. There were 3 games. There were 3 games that were winnable that our defense let us down in the last minute.
Again, keep telling yourself that lie that you glad y'all this and that, and keep doing what you've been doing. Y'all need to be truthful and say the shit ain't cool, the shit ain't working. John needs to get it together because you're not happy.
Well, we already know it ain't working. That's why we made moves.
And you keep lying to yourself. So yeah, we keep doing that. We won't be able to underestimate us. No one's underestimating you. We're just expecting you to keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. Next week when we on the show again and we've acquired Richard Sherman and a few more veterans before the draft, I want you to holler at me.
Richard Sherman still
we need that veteran dude. Say what?
Richard Sherman still recovering from when Watkins roasted him. So I'm not worried about him. Unless y'all putting him at safety, not worried about him. I could get Richard Sherman right now, and I'm easily about 355.9.
Oh, come on. Get off Richard Sherman.
That's a problem. I won't have to get on him because he won't be able to keep up. As soon as I do a slant this way, he on the ground. He is now the Legion of Fall. He's not the Legion of Boom. He's the Legion of Fall.
Yeah, but remember, we don't need him to perform like he did 5, 6, 7 years ago. We need him to be that veteran leadership presence. That's what I want. So he can train these young dudes.
Here's your problem. You put him in the backfield, in the secondary with the young boy Abram. His last name was Abram. Wasn't the hothead?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Abram?
Yeah.
So you got old hothead, young hothead. Your old hothead got something to prove because this 2 years in 49ers was trash. He wants people to think he want to have the Woodson effect in Green Bay, but time's too far past for that. Trash. That's going to be your problem. Then he's going to be jawing to the young boy. That's going to be a problem. You literally need another vet to control that vet to control him.
So let me ask you something. I'm going to flip it. Because you're talking about, our defense. What has your defense done to be better? Because we roasted y'all just as easily.
Yeah, hold on once. You said y'all roasted us just as easy.
Yeah. If you look at both games, both defenses got roasted.
Well, we've kept our defense together. We've improved on some men on the line. We're primarily going to do ourselves in the draft problem. We're trying to get Melvin Ingram. He's supposed to be in town. We can get him with that young boy Gay. Then we throw another linebacker. That them two right there, if we with Gay and Ingram, that's gonna be a problem. Chargers, I'm surprised letting Melvin Ingram go. Our biggest issue was when Taco Charlton went down, Frank Clark got double teamed. There was nobody on the other side. We got to find somebody on that other side. About the 1 year deal, my boy Dirty Dan was people talking about, oh, he dirty hitting. We shouldn't have won certain games. The man threw his body for the tackle. He didn't purposely try to do a head-on collision with nobody. You know, hey, because of him, I think that's one of the reasons why old boy walked away from Denver. He got flagged back to that hit. That's just what we do. Now, this is one of the things where, you know, I really don't even know what to say because, and this is for all the teams, this salary cap is killing folks right now. That's another reason why y'all got your boy back. That salary cap ain't no joke.
You talking about Mariota?
Yeah.
Well, here's the reason why we got Mariota back. Where else is he going to go? He's just going to be a backup somewhere. He's already a backup. I think he's going to stay another year and hope to get 1 or 2 games to play. That way he can get another starting job somewhere next year. And he's gambling on himself again for the big payday.
See, the thing is, that's what a lot of players are doing. They're looking for the payday, but they know they can't get it right now. They got to wait on that new TV deal, and there will be money. So that's all Mariota's doing. Wasn't nobody about to give him 10. Fitzpatrick got 10 because he played, he earned it. He should have never left Miami to begin with. Miami
Well, they've already said, you know, we're dealing with what, $180 million in cap money this year. Next year it goes up to like 210, 215. So you're talking about $50 million swing, just like that. So the whole lot of players be happy with them 1 year contracts this year because they plan for that big money next year.
Very true.
All right, bro. You sent this to me a couple days ago. I guess the Jamie Foxx movie about Mike Tyson, where he's playing Mike Tyson, got changed over. It is now going to be streamable instead of sent to movie theaters. And we wanted to talk about, A, is Jamie Foxx the right fit for that role? B, are the pluses or minuses when it comes to movies coming out on streaming now more and more, or more or less, do you think it should have stayed in theaters or headed to theaters?
Honestly, I think the theaters are probably dead now. I think they dead and gone. I think now it's just like we can just rent one and do a movie or something. I think that's all you got. As far as Jamie Foxx, I can't see nobody else playing Mike unless Ken Ivory Wayne go do it. But then you just go to Living Color and be laughing. So, but Jamie has that looking at people. They're gonna have to do certain camera angles for it. That's the only thing. Now, I wonder how they gonna work that out. That's gonna be interesting. And a lot of midgets may get some jobs on this set, so it's gonna be interesting what they go do. You know, but I'm just outdone how everything just it's like when I was a kid, because you know you're years older than me, not by much, but a couple. Miniseries was big when I was a kid. When like every Saturday and Sunday, there was some type of miniseries that would go week at a time. Or I think we're going back to that where not everything is going to the theater. It's a miniseries. You know, and damn, they want to give BET credit for that for the New Edition movie. I think that's where kind of all started when that bitch went like, what, 5 days straight or 4 days straight? So it's like everybody's kind of going to that. Then it turned into a bidding war with all the streaming. So I wonder who's going to have sole access to it.
That's what I was gonna bring up because you brought up the new edition thing, and I know this is deviating a little bit off, but I haven't seen that yet. I don't have BET. It hasn't come out on DVD or Blu-ray, and I know a lot of streaming services are doing this more and more too. They're just keeping it on their platforms. If you want to see it, you got to stream it. You can't even get it on DVD and Blu-ray now, and that hurts people like me who still collect physical media, who may only stream from one or two other services. I don't want 5 or 6 services to stream from, because then that bill gets high again. And that was the whole point in cutting the cord.
Bro, you got me. You good. As long as you got me, you good. Tell me all the time. I don't care. I literally don't. Ask the ex. I'm the one to tell her, hey, because of our cell phone bills, we got HBO Max. Then I was like, because, my daughter's like, hey, here's Disney Plus, and here's this one or whatever, because here's Netflix. I don't care.
By the way, effective the 29th of this month, Disney Plus goes up $1.
Yeah, I saw that little punk ass little note.
Yeah, they sent me that email. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I saw when they did that whole shit. But no, I was like, I literally don't care. And I say to people all the time, they be like, they don't want to ask for like the passcode and stuff. But I grew up with a black and white TV. I'm talking like 12, 13 years old. We at the crib, we still black and white TV on top of the big floor model that don't work. I watched color TV so much my grandparents on the weekend when I got to watch TNT and watch wrestling. So I don't care if somebody wants to use it or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't care at all. So I got you.
What's up, Tony?
Like he's still trying to get it adjusted.
There, he's in.
What's going on, big bro?
What's happening?
Nothing much. Getting these topics in you right on time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we kind of talking boxing, but we kind of deviated from it because we were talking about Jamie Foxx is getting ready to play Mike Tyson, and it was originally supposed to go in the theaters, but now it's got changed to streaming. And we got off on the subject of streaming versus physical media. And getting back to Jamie Foxx, I'm going the opposite way as you, Kevin. I don't think that he was right for this role. I don't. I mean,
you don't think he can pull it off?
Mike Tyson's a big dude. Jamie Foxx is not. I understand you can get in shape. Will Smith, he acted his ass off when he played Ali, and he got in shape for it. But I ain't seen nothing from Jamie Foxx that can tell me that he can pull that off. Not saying he can't, but as of right now, I ain't seen nothing that says he can. It's one thing to play Ray Charles. It's another thing to play Mike Tyson.
That's true. But here's the thing about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was really only about 215 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He was just cut and looked like a bulldog. Mike Tyson, he wasn't 6 feet tall, but he was only 215. See, I'm 6 foot 225, and I don't look nowhere near as big as Mike Tyson did. So,
but I bet you ain't got them little bitty Jamie Foxx ankles.
Nah, he
better be doing some deadlifts.
He gonna have to lift a lot of weight.
Deadlifts, it ain't gonna look right.
He gonna have to lift a lot of weight. He definitely.
Here's the thing. The only other option you got is Terry Crews, and Black America hates him right now.
No, he's too tall. Too tall.
Yeah.
You got different options.
What about unknowns?
There you go.
Bring in an unknown. I think that would work better.
Would it be in streaming right now? That window of money making is so small, you gonna want to go with a name to try to get those streams.
Well, I mean, and you want to try to go for a name since you're trying to tell the Mike Tyson story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna put anybody up for that, which I understand. Question is not who's gonna be Mike Tyson. The question is who's gonna be Don King.
Damn, that's the good.
That's what I want to see. Who's playing that role? Who got
Forrest
that?
Whitaker can't pull that off because his eye gonna be moving.
No, he can't. Yeah, acting wise, he could. But no.
And Morgan Freeman too small and he too old.
He too old. They're gonna have to get somebody. Yeah,
You know who could
James
do
Earl,
it?
J-
You know who
James
could
Earl
do it?
Jones, but didn't he just die and coming to America at his
Yeah, he
own
just
funeral?
I'm gonna tell you who could do it. He might be too young, but John David Washington could pull it off.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Denzel Washington's son. Yeah,
You know who
He
I was thinking?
he
I was
could.
thinking Cuba could do it.
Don King.
Hey,
Yeah,
the
you
way
got to
he
get
played
good Cuba though.
OJ in the OJ story, I have a whole new respect for his acting.
Okay, but where he been though, man? What he got going on? Shit.
I think he in jail though. That's the only problem. I think he may be in jail.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
because he had some issue with clubs a couple months back, just grabbing on bitches and stuff. They filed a complaint.
It's kind of hard to do an acting role from the pen, so
Hey,
yeah.
That'll do it.
He
That'll do it.
definitely
I
going
don't know
down
if
the
he
game.
locked up though.
All right, what's the next one, Richard? What you sipping on, Tommy?
Tonight's commentary is brought to you courtesy of Black Hennessy.
Nice.
Ooh.
Respect.
Or Hennessy Black, shall I say? I
Yeah.
apologize. Hennessy
You know what?
Let me get my liquor
Next
etiquette
time we
correct.
have Tony on, I got to have a drink in my hand too. 'Cause
Man,
I'm
I
hella
don't know
jealous
what
right now.
I don't know what y'all be doing. You know, this is 2021. I think ain't that what we are? 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they can do everything
I'm trying to
else
be
on
the
this world.
responsible Negro, and
For what?
Hey,
I
I
hell
got
is
some
that?
soccer practice. Otherwise, I probably would have something right now.
after this show, I've
Yeah.
got to edit 2
Right.
shows. This one and then
Oh,
my other YouTube show, because I got an episode coming out on it tomorrow. So
all right.
trying to be
I
good like
mean-
that, not responsible in a responsible way, because the hell with that, because
Right. Who gives a shit about that? This adulting shit is bullshit.
Pretty much.
If I can go back to being 16 years old right now, I would.
who
Man,
you telling?
In a
need
heartbeat.
that.
No questions asked. I'm gone.
Yeah, I would just like to go back and tell my 16-year-old. First, I would slap myself, and then I would say, "This is what you need to do. This is what I don't want you to do,"
Yeah.
and go from there.
Or then slap yourself again and say, "Did you hear me?"
Yeah.
I know.
That's what
And
you
then-
have to do.
I know.
Slap
Then Richard
yourself
gonna say,
again.
then you gonna say, "Don't put Charles here. Save him for later."
Tell him. Slap yourself and ask yourself, "Did you hear me?" I'm gonna say it again. Repeat after me.
Man,
Oh, and even though I don't like the Chiefs for 2020, I would
you
put
might
everything
switch
I own on them going to the Super Bowl.
I know that's right. Back to back. I'm doing right. Make that
Make
money.
all that money.
Make all
I
that
don't like
money.
you motherfuckers, but y'all made me rich.
Make that money.
man,
Yeah.
made that one dude broke, and I was happy about that shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
and I would go
black
back to the parade and tell that dude don't go in the tree.
Oh,
No, you need to tell Mahomes don't throw that ball to him. Oh, some people drunk at that parade.
Or
is my
no,
background
I
working?
would do y'all a favor. That way y'all could catch us with three championships. I would tell what's his name not
what's
to jump
next
off
up? Y'all
sides in the
hear that
AFC
shit.
Championship game.
What's the next subject? There you go on that bullshit again.
I'm trying to help you, bro.
Offsides.
I'm trying to help you.
Offsides. There you are.
And I'd tell Gruden, don't give any team the ball back this year with a minute left on the clock, because we ain't gonna win it.
That's true.
I tell Gruden, don't trade Khalil Mack.
That's true also.
I don't know about that one though, because think about it.
What have you netted from that?
We not any worse without him. I mean, it's the same. We got some
Now,
good draft picks out
With
of
the
it.
way y'all defense is, y'all could be that much better with him.
Yeah, but will
Even
we
if
be as
your
good
defense is
offensively?
Didn't one of
So-
them draft picks turn into Jacobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacobs was one, and what's the
I
dude's
got a
name on defense?
couple studs out of that deal, I think. So
But,
We got
Jacobs
Max
about
Crosby
to,
out of that, and we got another one.
draft wise. Yeah, you got a couple studs draft wise.
We're gonna see what Jacobs is made of now they done signed Drake as a running back. We're gonna
But
see
you
if
know
he
what?
can handle competition.
What was that? That ain't no real competition. Why?
No, because remember what happened last year when old dude Booker kept having good games. As soon as he get a good run, Jacobs would be right back in the huddle. Say, I'm good. And So
Yeah, I don't understand the Kenyon Drake move for the Raiders. That didn't make much sense to me.
well, Booker
He
left, and we want that 1-2 combination.
But you're gonna pay what was it, 5 million, 11 million over 2 years or something like that?
Yeah.
Is that what it
It's
was?
a ridiculous amount for a backup.
That's what I'm saying. 5. I mean, but here's
remember,
the thing.
in Gruden's system, you're not really the backup. Booker found that out last year.
That's true, but
time.
also you ain't paying Jacobs nothing because he's on his rookie deal.
Exactly.
The next 2 years. So
Yeah. Bargain
that's
shopping.
I mean, that's really what it amounts to. Because if they was paying Jacobs any kind of money, they wouldn't be able to pay him 5 million. They get a $2 million backup, not a 5 million. But he's on his rookie deal. They ain't paying him. They ain't even paying Jacobs 5 million a year. So between the two, you ain't even paying 10 million for two good running backs. I guess I don't understand why Drake made the move though. When you was, you had the number 1 slot sold up in Arizona. I guess they didn't want to re-sign him.
Arizona probably. I think Arizona about to be pass heavy. I don't think they're about to run as much.
I mean, I would have took that money to stay there. He gonna get all the touches if that's the case.
Yeah.
But you know what? He can catch out of the backfield real good, and that's something that Gruden likes.
Yeah.
Booker couldn't do that.
Right. Yeah. That's just like I said. I get it both ways, but I don't understand it for Kenyon Drake. I don't understand the move for Kenyon, unless he just didn't give a damn about being the starting back.
Hey, remember, he got traded there. He may have never jailed. He was time for him to go somewhere else in his mind.
Yeah, jail, but they getting ready to win. They on the rise. So,
yeah, because they doing pretty much what the Patriots have done. They spending a lot of money on free agents.
They got to spend.
Now that's a team that overpaid for Watt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they way overpaid.
They paid for a name.
That was a thank you.
That's that female that buys them brand name jeans for $100 a pair when you could have went to Walmart and got a $20 pair that looked just as good.
And would have looked just as good in those jeans. Didn't make no difference.
Exactly.
Yeah, they paid for that name. He's gonna give them a little something for 2 years, Juice. I think they need it. I think they paid more for the leadership than anything.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he went to an NFC team because that's one more AFC team that we ain't got to worry about.
Yeah.
Because the Texans are done.
All right. What's
they gonna be the Texans next week. Shit.
Did you have something, Kevin?
Let's go to the boxing. We got Tony on here for.
Okay. Yeah.
What we got?
Go ahead and open it up, Kevin.
Did you see Tyson Fury? And I keep forgetting dude's name because he's trash to me. The foreigner overseas, the other foreigner.
Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, him and Joshua. 2-game fight.
Yeah.
Now, my question is this going to help the heavyweight division? Is this even going to help boxing? Because boxing is starting to take a tailspin.
I wouldn't say it's taking a tailspin. It's just you got to know where to watch boxing at now. It's no longer on the mainstream channels like it used to be. We used to be able to watch boxing on Saturday mornings, Wide World of Sports, ABC Wide World of Sports. Those fights would come on, network television, but now it's all on pay. So there's a lot of great boxing out there. A lot of great boxing. The heavyweight division ain't bad, but we ask for the best to fight the best. That's what we always ask for. We get mad when they don't. We talk shit about people when they dodging. Tyson Fury don't dodge nobody. I'm gonna just give him that. Anthony Joshua done fought more tomato cans, and he been doing dodging, but he know this is his window to strike for this month. He know this is opportunity because he do got the belts. So Tyson Fury is the lineal champ, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. It's some stupid shit they just made up so they can give out more belts and shit. That's how I call more people
alphabet
titles.
soup.
That's they call it. This will be the solidification of the heavyweight belts.
Yeah, one of those. But does boxing care about this match? Absolutely. The 2-fight thing? Absolutely. Fury fought Wilder twice. Why not do Anthony Joshua twice? He just went ahead.
I like the aspect that they just out the gate 2 fights. So it just
No,
makes me feel
here,
like if you don't want to bring it on one, then you go bring it on the next.
I wouldn't say that because neither one of them guys want to lose. Neither you could the second one is your chance to get back, or the second one is your chance to win it back. So neither one of them cats is gonna try to lay it down in the first. It's just it makes sense because he fought twice with Wilder. The first one was what it was, they called it what was it, a draw or some shit. Fury beat his ass the second time. You in that. Here, Joshua can go out there and have a bad night like he did against Ruiz, but then he can come out there and look like he did against his last dude and beat the shit out of somebody. He is a champ. And he beat the shit out that last dude he fought, for 9. He punished him for 9 rounds and then got him on out of there. So, yes, the heavyweight division, the heavyweight division needs it. It don't make a difference if they foreigners or not. It's still heavyweight boxing. You know what I'm saying? The belt's still, the offices reside in the United States of America. I mean, what more can you want than them two big names in the division? Wilder's gonna have to take a seat. They the top 2. They the boys with the belts. They said we gonna bang it out twice. I mean, shit.
That might be my next question too with Wilder.
Well, hold on. I want to finish addressing the first part first, because I know that, Tony, you mentioned, back in the day, we used to get boxing on network TV. So it hurts in the fact that it won't be available to everybody. It helps in the fact that money's out there because people got to pay for it. So it's kind of
but it robs a lot of people though. That's why you wonder, do we even care? Because everybody's not going to get to see it, and everybody should be able to see it.
And these pay-per-views have gone up over the years.
Yes.
And my thing is, what happened to the PBC? They was running shit for about 2-3 years. And they kind of like
they couldn't get enough sponsorship money.
Because they was on like 10 channels. And I was like, damn, they doing it. Because Thurman was signed to them. It's like he was only fighting exclusively with them.
They wouldn't. When things like that fold, that mean the money wasn't right. Something wasn't right. The money wasn't right. So, it happens. Them boxers move, go somewhere else. Whoever got the promotions, whoever got the TV deals, or whatever it's gonna take for these cats to make the $1 million or $2 million that they making now, fighting on ESPN. Now here's the thing. The boxers are making decent amounts fighting on like ESPN, and the Zone. They are, they pulling in some 7 figures on some of those fights. It may be low 7 figures, but they pulling in 7. Like Terrence Crawford gonna have a fight on there. He's guaranteed he's gonna take home about $2 million, for whoever he fight. Now, his next fight, if he fights Sean Porter, he gonna bring in more than that, of course, because that one's gonna go on pay-per-view. That's gonna be a good fight. But the money on ESPN done got enough to where the headliners are at least making a couple million. So that's how that's rolling.
If y'all didn't know, Tony's our boxing expert. He knows football too, but I give him the stamp of boxing being his forte. My next question: with Wilder on the sideline, can he jump in between these 2 fights to get a fight, or he got to wait till they done?
He's got to wait till they done.
And then is he even the next in line? Because he ain't did nothing since he got his ass whooped.
Yeah, and depending on how that first fight goes, he'll take a tune-up fight because he will be next in line for whoever comes out of this 2 fights. The only way Wilder doesn't come out next is if Fury wins 1 and Joshua wins the second one, or vice versa, if they split the 2. See, that's why you go ahead and do the 2 deal up front, because if you split the 2, then everybody's going to ask for the 3rd. You get to judge and see what the fans want. If they're going to pay for the 3rd, then give them the 3rd. That'll piss Wilder off because that means he's got to wait long. He just, at this point, he want whichever one. He need that money. He got that chick he got to pay for. The one that caused him to lose the last fight. Shit.
Okay, one more thing on boxing, then we'll go back to just our other shit.
Well, I got another thing about boxing after you were done. Oh, I was just gonna ask because you wasn't with us last week, Tony, but I think the day of or the day before the show we lost Marvelous Marvin Hagler,
That's what I'm
Mm.
yeah, we on the
and
same page.
me and Kev were talking about that. And to me, and I might be showing my age a little bit, but greatest fight I ever seen to this day still is Hearns Hagler. When they came out swinging from beginning to end, there was no hugging, there was no dancing, they was just slugging. And to me, that is one of the greatest fights ever. And I just wanted to ask y'all a question. What is y'all's greatest fight ever?
Ooh. And here's a funny thing that you say that, and this is real shit. Marvelous Marvin Hagler is my favorite fighter of all time. He has always been. I grew up watching him. That bald head, that dude did not give a damn. Like you said, he wasn't hugging nobody. He wasn't running from nobody. If you wanted to stand in the middle of the ring and fight for 15 rounds, because that's how long they used to fight back then, they could fight up to 15. He would. He was the greatest fighter I'd ever seen. The boxer I admired as a boxer, because he wasn't the biggest and he wasn't the smallest, but he looked like he can knock the biggest out, or he looked like he can knock the smallest. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Marvin Hagler was that dude for me. So yes, I would say that the Hearns fight is tops, but I think my favorite fight of all time was Tyson Buster Douglas. Just because of the sheer awe, just the awe factor of it, just the unprecedented factor of it, the upset factor of it, the way it went down. To watch Mike Tyson, who was the baddest man on the earth, get beat down like he did by a dude named Buster fucking Douglas.
You know what? I kind of feel you on that.
Tokyo. That's my greatest fight of all time.
I think if Tyson was on his game
yes,
in that
no,
fight
there's no doubt
and
about
still
that.
lost, then I would agree with you.
Yeah,
But he was
wasn't on
clearly off his game. See, during Hearns
Robin
Hagler,
Givens.
you had two people that were at the top of
Yeah,
their game,
yes,
and they were
correct.
trying to kill each other. And
They
by the way,
was.
Hearns did have the reach and the weight advantage and still got knocked out.
And the height advantage.
Yes.
See,
yeah.
for me, I was a fan of Sugar Ray Hagler. I thought that was when they had their little trilogy. That was the damn good boxing match, and I thought they
Hagler
were like
got
toe to toe
robbed.
with each other.
Hagler got robbed.
Yeah, I agree.
See,
Hagler got robbed
can admit
because
that he
Leonard was the name fighter.
He was the name. He was the
Yeah.
bigger name. Yes.
Yeah, Sugar didn't have much sugar left in the tank, and I admit it.
Hagler was the better fighter.
And that was the other thing. Leonard danced around the ring, stayed away from you. He'd come in, he'll jab, and then he'll back off. So yeah, guess who's gonna win on points? The one that got 5 licks in and didn't get hit.
That's
You
right.
can't help
That's
that.
right. He wasn't in there to fight.
Is Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, because they
was a good.
They went at each other.
That was a good one.
Both was in their prime. Did nobody run? They went at each other. I could
Well, that was all Holyfield's fights. A lot of people don't know Hagler's record was as good as it was. It was like some crazy 63 and 62 and 3 with
didn't he come within like 4 fights of the record?
Yeah. Some people do not understand how good Hagler's. It was either 62 or 63 wins.
I believe no more than 3 losses because he was 63. He was 4 wins from the record all time.
Yeah, and crazy, something like just 3 losses and like 52 knockouts. Like Hagler was crazy, man. Marvelous Marvin Hagler was crazy.
Both of his losses were avenged, by the way.
He was. Yeah,
okay, here you go. Hagler had 67 fights, 62 wins, 52 by knockout.
Yes.
3 losses and 2
3.
draws.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. That dude's record.
Southpaw?
Man.
Yes.
You need to go back and watch some Hagler tapes, man.
Yeah, that's the lefty licks, bro.
Pull up them Hagler highlights.
He definitely don't get the respect he deserves in the boxing world.
Not even close.
By the way, for the people that are watching us at home, if you want to watch that Hagler Hearns fight, it is available for free on ESPN Plus right now.
I'm telling you. Hagler got some beauties, man. Hagler was the truth, man. Yes, boxing lost a legend, boy.
Another one I used to like to watch,
living legend.
But I can't remember none of his fights. I feel like he really didn't fight anybody. Roy Jones is a bad motherfucker, but I feel like he really didn't fight nobody.
Well, you know what? Roy Jones was victim to boxing because of the time he was fighting, the same way
Yes.
Andre Ward was. There was just nobody in his division better than him. That's how. That's why he stayed there for so long. Same thing with Andre Ward. There just was no light heavyweights to really challenge him in that division. You know, that's why Roy Jones went to heavyweight later once, you know, his natural weight would be big enough, but he kept his weight down so he can stay in that light heavyweight division because he knew he could run that division. He didn't have no real challenges. Roy's challenges would have been better if he would have stepped down to 167, but that would have been too light for him.
Yeah,
So
he also be the one that low.
Well, yeah, he did the right thing for his career by just if you find yourself in a division that you can just dominate, why leave?
True, very true.
Hey, I know we
Why
mentioned
leave?
the greatest fight that we ever seen. Now I'm gonna put this question on y'all: greatest boxer. Asterisk. Don't say Tyson. Don't say Ali. Got to pick somebody else.
I'm going Roy Jones then. I'm going Roy Jones.
So we go any weight class.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Holyfield.
Man, that's tough if you open it up to all weight classes. There's so many names you say you can't say Tyson, can't say Ali. I mean, I'm telling you, I keep wanting to say Hagler just because of his accomplishments.
I mean, all three that we've mentioned, then they all got cred.
But I want to also give somebody credit for going to different weight classes and dominating.
And that's the reason. That's the reason why I went with Holyfield, because he ran things as a cruiserweight and as a heavyweight.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Sticking to the question, and we named great fighters or whatever. Where does De La Hoya fall in all this? Because he had a good run.
He didn't fight. De La Hoya didn't fall in my top.
He didn't fight nobody.
Top five. I don't know if he even falls in my top 10.
Damn.
I'd have to sit down and correct, but De La Hoya was a product of learning how to work the money system, and that's from pay-per-view and all that stuff. Like that's what he taught to Floyd Mayweather. De La Hoya,
we didn't even mention Mayweather.
I mean, because I don't give anybody any credit who didn't fight nobody, who handpicked and only gave the people what they wanted to see when either it was too late for that fighter, i.e. Pacquiao, or too early for that fighter, i.e. Canelo Alvarez. Because he would have never fought Canelo Alvarez in his prime. He took a young Canelo before Canelo knew what to do with boxing or what to do with somebody like him. So I don't even put Floyd in my top 5. I don't give a shit what his record is.
What about Roberto Duran?
Oh,
Roberto Duran, he didn't dodge nobody. He was a true. I mean, he
had some wars.
My top 5. Yeah. Oh, he didn't. That's why that era of boxing that we're talking about, all these fighters that we're talking about from that era that didn't dodge nobody, man.
It's so gold.
The best fought the best. They didn't run from each other. They wasn't all just worried about keeping a zero and being undefeated and who can I next run up on it for a little pay-per-view money. I'm glad boxing on pay-per-view is dying.
Yeah.
I don't want boxing to die, but I'm glad that people are kind of waking up like, I'm not paying for this shit.
Yeah.
Like if you want folks to pay, put some people against some people.
All right, we got 10 minutes left. Let me ask you this on boxing. Then we can go to whatever other topics we got, Richard. What's a boxing movie to come on you got to watch every time it come on? Or is there a boxing movie you watch all the time?
Ooh, I got some good ones for you because that's what I was going to close with.
Ali, for me.
You talking about the Will Smith movie?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go with Ali, but in a different movie. When We Were Kings.
Okay. Ooh, yes.
I've never seen that one.
That's a documentary.
A documentary about George Foreman.
Yeah, Ali Foreman, the Thriller in Manila.
Yeah, come on, man. Kev, you ain't seen that, man. Educate yourself, brother.
Okay. So
yeah,
I'll put that on I'm going to find that so I can see it. I'm sure it's on one of these streaming sites.
Hey, you know how you say I got you when it for your Netflix and all that?
Uh-huh.
I got you.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's a
so
young,
Because you know I already got
Don
it on
King.
DVD. I'll
Yeah,
You
drop
gotta watch
boxing.
that.
already
Yeah.
know.
You
Okay.
gotta watch that.
I'll
Yeah.
put it on my to-do list. I got
That's history. That's the
Yeah.
beauty thing about that. That's history. You know, it crossed all sort of genres, you know, because of what it represented. That wasn't just a boxing movie. That's almost like a history. Like,
Yeah,
cause
because
it seems like that fight is a part of history.
they
It
talked
is
about
part-
their
I think it
training.
is here.
They talked about their private lives. They talked about the stage acts that were gonna be performing that week. Because it was more than just a boxing match. Who all
Yeah,
they
yeah,
having?
it was
like a whole
way more than
situation.
that.
James
man.
Brown, the
it was way
Temptations.
more than that. Yeah, yeah.
They
You got to
had
see a young Don King and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that thing was big. It was
and
history, man.
to see how the people in Africa treated Foreman compared to how they treated Ali. It was crazy.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
George
these are
Foreman
African
had a
people
hard time with
rooting
that.
for the light skinned brother, the dark skinned brother. They was like, boo. It's like,
Yeah.
wow.
They was rough on him, man. They was rough on him.
Ali Boombaye.
Ali Boombaye. Yeah, Kev, you got to see that.
Okay, I'm gonna make it a point to see that then. Okay.
That's real. That's real. You got to see that. Yeah.
What about you, Kev?
Yeah.
What about you?
Your
Boxing
boxing
movie.
movie.
For me, I'll probably go Ali. That was well put together. And just on some ignorant want to laugh at, Great White Hype. That was just stupid to me.
That was pretty fun.
You know, if you gonna laugh at one, a comedy, what was that one where Kevin Hart was the promoter? Oh, yeah, it was the one where Stallone was fighting
Oh yeah,
De Niro.
yeah.
Grudge match.
Grudge match. Yeah, I was gonna say rematch. Yeah, grudge.
Actually, I take that back. Instead of Ali, I like the first Creed. The first Creed was real good.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if they need a third one, but the first one was real good. The second one was solid too.
yeah. I haven't even seen the second one. That's funny.
Second one's not bad.
You gotta break your neck. If it come on, watch it. Otherwise, see it when you can.
Well, I didn't want to be disappointed because I enjoyed the first.
Yeah, that's a safe bet.
So,
Fun fact, what's his name that plays Creed? What's that dude's name? Yeah, he's directing the third one.
Yeah, as I'm like, I know he's trying to get his credit in that. He probably should have picked something else.
they could have got him to play Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
I think that would have been better.
Right, but since he already doing Creed, then I mean, ain't no need for him to pay Tyson. A fictional boxer done got him paid obviously 3 times.
True.
So he ain't got to play a real one. He can play a fictional boxer and get
make
paid.
money.
He got motherfuckers believe thinking Apollo Creed was a real nigga.
Man. Motherfuckers like, Felicia Rashad is Apollo Creed's mama?
And remember at the top of the show, we were talking about who we think should play Ali. I mean, not Ali, who should play Tyson. And you know, I kind of agree with y'all still about Jamie Foxx, but I kind of don't. I still would go the unknown route because obviously he's going to be in the ring. Obviously he's got opponents, so you got to pick unknowns for that.
True.
Because you ain't gonna pay no major stars to play a tin can, a tomato can that got
hit.
No,
They're not gonna do that. No.
They just need to have Michael.
Who are they gonna get to play?
Tyson.
Are they gonna do the Buster Douglas part about it? Is Jamie gonna get knocked the fuck out by somebody? They got to. That's a big part of the Tyson.
They need to do his story clear up until there, or when he come out of prison, then it can stop after that.
Yeah.
Right.
So Michael B. Jordan played Tyson, have Samuel Jackson.
No, hold on. Not after he got out of prison. He fought Holyfield after he got out of prison, right?
Oh, okay. You got
to bite a motherfucker's ear in the movie.
Now,
you gotta.
Who gonna play Holyfield?
Who gonna play Holyfield? Yeah.
That's where I think Terry Crews will come in.
And Holyfield fuck around and try to play himself. He trying to find something to do.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He trying to find something. He gonna be like, look, my ear already gone.
Just put a prosthetic on there and let him nibble.
Yeah, let him bite that shit off for the movie. Shit.
All right, so we got 3 minutes left, real quick. What did y'all think of Coming to America? Just something off top. What do you think of Coming to America too?
I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
Stay
okay,
like
yeah.
that.
No, Kevin, you're wrong. You're wrong. For the culture, it was needed. It was good to see. I'm not gonna say it was the most well put together, blah blah blah, like it's some cinematic masterpiece. No, that it is not. If that's what you're looking for, then you're barking up the wrong tree. But something that means a little bit more than just being a movie. I think Eddie Murphy did a great job. I think it was more nostalgic for him than it was even for the audiences. I think it's almost like he did that for himself, and I'm not mad at him. He got the juice to come back and do that again, bring all his homeboys back with him, put the whole band back together. And for him to be able to do, write, direct, and do that was for him, and he shared that with us. So I appreciate Eddie Murphy for that. I appreciate
Here's how I see it. Here's how I see it. He killed with Dolomite. Broke records for
that was outstanding. That was outstanding.
Then he made Coming to America, took it to Amazon Prime when they had the bidding war, broke record for Amazon, and he made a current Coming to America that I could watch that we could watch with our kids. That first one, we couldn't watch that with our kids. This one, he made more of a family movie.
That's the whole point. He was supposed to have grown.
He came back, flex muscle like a motherfucker. It was like, look what I can do. So
he got everybody.
And I came front. I'm waiting to see what the next Beverly Hills Cop gonna look like since they doing that next. It's like he's about to flex on the whole industry and then go on tour to make money.
I appreciated him for that, man. It was pretty. Now I tell you what, I didn't like the dude that they got to play his son. He was trash.
Yeah, he was trash. He was trash.
He was garbage.
He was trash, and I didn't like Wesley playing the general. I think Michael Blackson should have been the general. I think he would have been better.
But yes, but for that role, because it was somebody as big and grand, Wesley.
But it fit though. It did fit.
I'm proud of Wesley. He put it together, man. He pulled him out the woodworks, man.
Only thing he did, he just picked the wrong person to play his son. He just picked somebody else.
Yeah, that was
terrible. He had a little rail or somebody.
Hey, man, he bought Peaches and her sister back. That's all I'm saying. He bought Peaches and her sister back.
All right, we up against it. It's time to cut on out. Tony, thank you for joining us today. I want everybody to stay positive, stay blessed. Kevin, take us on out of here.
Like I always say, if you want to bet on something, bet red, because nothing beats red, because we're the home.
Tampa Bay Red.
They burgundy, bitch.
I'm out of here.
Hey, home of the Chiefs. Holler at your boy, but don't yell.
Good night, everybody.